Sometimes you just can't win. You try to give somebody genuine advice and they just have a piss poor attitude. Let's make sure you don't have a piss poor attitude. So today's exchange comes from YouTube, and it's something where I actually thought I'm being a good guy, I'm being a nice guy, I'm being a very noble guy. I'm kind of like this guy's or this person's, knight in shining armor. That's right? Knight in shining armor?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like I'm this guy's knight in shining armor. You don't have to cut that out. So I'm all proud of it, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm not being a scumbag, I'm not leading this person astray. And then they totally come back with, okay, now to be fair, most people do not reply like this person, but if you have the same mindset of this person, so I'm going to break it up. I'm not going to let you see this person's reply, but when I give my reply, and you'll have to be honest with yourself, what do you think in your mind? And then we can kind of run a self-audit and see where do you stand from a mental kind of attitude towards the market. So let's get to this exchange. So John asks, do you think it's a good time to buy for 31 cents? Now, first off, I realize that's, this person's asking for buy advice, but who are they asking buy? I'm just some guy on YouTube. Like, why are you asking me if you should buy something, let alone a penny stock? Now, if it's Apple, all right, whatever. Very hard to manipulate or anything like that. But you got to be careful with who you're asking, especially for those price stocks, because there is a lot of people out there. They're going to gladly say, oh, yeah, that's a great buy. But you know what? Wait for it to do this. Wait for it to do that. And what they're really doing is they're trying to arrange things to manipulate you, to create the sucker out of you. So I realize I'm stating the obvious here, or if I'm not, well then great, it should now be obvious to you. But do not be running around the internet, especially with penny stocks, asking people, should I buy? Is this a good buy? Is this a good sell? Don't do that. But here is my response, and this is where I think I'm like this guy's knight in shining armor. So my reply, I think it's a good time to invest into your education so you can answer that question yourself with 100% confidence. Now be honest. Okay. Here. Now be honest, what are you thinking right now? Oh, Clay, here you go. Trying to sell one of your courses. Oh, if you're thinking that, that's fine. But what would you rather have me do? Tell this guy to buy? Tell this guy to sell? Manipulate the guy? I mean, what is the right answer here? To me, the right answer is, look, buddy, you got to learn how to do this on your own. The answer is not asking strangers. Would I love for this person to invest in my education? Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to hide that. But if they decide to go and invest in somebody else's, that's fine too. The point here is don't be running around asking people for buy and sell advice. Again, especially if it's penny stocks. That's seriously crazy. And the longer you're around, the more and more you'll realize how dangerous that is. So don't do that. Again, yes, I'm telling them, well, you got to learn for yourself. But if you have a problem with me saying that, then by all means in the comment section, how could I have replied to that? What is the right advice? To me, the right advice is, hey, you got to learn how to do this on your own. You got to learn how to fish on your own. Asking random strangers on the internet, hey, can you go catch me a fish? Is this a good fish to eat? Very, very dangerous. So I thought I was giving them a very honest, the correct answer, not trying to take advantage of them or anything like that because, oh yeah, that's a great, actually no, don't buy that. Come buy this stock. And it's some stock that I own that I'm trying to dump my shares on. I didn't go that route, but, well, let's just see this person's reply. Wow, you're a male anatomy. What? For being honest, for not selling you short, for not, whatever. You get the point here. I mean, talk about just a very piss poor attitude, not an outlook. They're getting mad at me because I'm not spoon feeding them, because I'm not handing them a fish. And if that's you, if you think that I'm a male anatomy because of that response I gave, well then, hey, this is me smacking you across the face. Wake up. That's a bad attitude. You have to learn, you have to realize that you got to get out there and figure this out on your own. Now, yes, I'd love to have you buy one of my training courses, but even if it's not, that's besides the fact. The fact is you can't be dependent on people. You can't have that attitude where if somebody isn't willing to spoon feed you something that, oh, gee, you start to call them names. That's the wrong mindset. And what I think I know I'm very proud of is that I've been doing YouTube now for a few years, is the people on this channel, they don't really fit this mindset. So I think most people will probably just get a chuckle out of it. But in the event that you do, just be aware of it. Now, it doesn't have to be this mindset in regards to this exact topic, But ask yourself, always be aware, always be running personal audits. Do you have a bad attitude towards something else in the market? Odds are probably. I know I do. All traders are always struggling with some sort of demon, some sort of bad attitude somewhere in their trading. This person is obviously in regards to very anti-education, very anti-wanting to do anything. Now this case is extreme, but we all have bad attitudes and you got to be aware of it. So be honest with yourself, maybe sit back, have a fine wine, there we go. And or just drink some water, because that's a lot cheaper. Then you'll have more money in your trading account. But this is not personal finance. So, but think about it. Do you have any bad attitudes towards anything? Only you can answer that. But if you do, fix it, work on it, and just be aware of it. That's the first step.